Victoria's off on assignment this week, probably digging up a juicy casino story she'll spill soon enough. So, I'm Samantha, and tonight, I'm spinning you one of the wildest true tales the house ever whispered about. This is the legend of Archie Carras, the man who turned $50 into 40 million, then turned 40 million back into nothing. You know that phrase, the house always wins. Well, Archie told the house to get stuffed, and the house came back with a grin and empty pockets ready to be filled. Pour yourself a drink, maybe keep your debit card locked away, and settle in. Let's spin. Picture it. Late 70s, Las Vegas. Back when you could smoke at the tables, drinks were cheap, and the mob still kept tabs in the back room. Archie Carras wasn't born Archie Carras. He was born Anagyros Caraborniotis, but good luck saying that after 3 whiskeys at a craps table. He grew up dirt poor on a Greek island. By 15, he'd jumped ship, literally, and hustled his way to America. He washed dishes, waited tables, shot pool, and he discovered 2 things. 1, a photographic memory sharper than a lone shark's grin. 2, an unshakable love for risk. Not sensible, careful risk. Wild, reckless, let's put it all on red risk. He'd hustle you out of your bus fare, then buy you a pint to say thanks. Some people are born gamblers. Archie was forged in fire, cheap whiskey, and unpaid bar tabs. Fast forward to Vegas. Archie arrives with $50 in his pocket. That's breakfast for 2 on the strip these days, if you skip the mimosas. He borrows 10 grand from a mate. If you're going to rob the bank, you might as well bring your own bag. He walks into the biggest poker rooms in town, sits down with the best players in the world, and strips them clean, one by one, like a pickpocket at a tourist trap. Within weeks, he flips that 10 grand into hundreds of thousands. The waitresses know his drink. The pit bosses know his name. And the other players. They'd rather sit at a table with a rattlesnake than Archie Carras. By the early 90s, Archie embarks on what they still call the run. And trust me, if you're a casino historian, you say that with the same reverence as the Beatles. He faces legends. Stu Ungar, the Mozart of poker. Johnny Moss, the grand old man himself. Chip Reese, the smoothest cash player to ever hold a pair. Archie beats them all. Again and again and again. He's not even smug about it. Well, maybe a little. He once said, "I don't care about money. I care about winning." Which is exactly what someone with $40 million shouldn't say. What does 40 million look like in the 90s? Picture stacks of $100 chips piled like wedding cakes. A personal safe at Binion's Horseshoe, stuffed so full they had to bring in extra security. Archie, big cigar, sunglasses on at midnight, no care in the world. He tipped waitresses thousands. Bought steak dinners for people he didn't even like. Bet $1 million on a single hand just to watch you choke on your drink. But every party's got a hangover, and Archie's was a corker. After slaughtering poker, he gets bored. So he wanders over to the craps table. And this, my friends, is where the house got its claws back in. If poker is chess, craps is rock and roll. No skill. All luck. Dice bouncing like little bricks of heartbreak. Archie would stand there betting $5 million in a single session, rolling the bones while the crowd held its breath. One night, he walked in with $17 million. By dawn, he'd lost 11. What did he do? Doubled down, naturally. Because that's what legends and cautionary tales do. You ever done that? Lost a bit too much on the slots and thought, I'll just win it back. Archie did that, except his bit too much was the GDP of a small island nation. It's like setting your wallet on fire and warming your hands over it. There's a lesson there. But you already know it, don't you? You won't listen. But you know. By the time the dice stopped rolling, Archie's 40 million had shrunk faster than a cheap suit in a rainstorm. He crawled back to poker, but word got out. The king was on tilt. Players who'd once run scared lined up to finish him off. And they did, with style. Feeding time at the Shark Tank, and Archie was the chum. By the mid-90s, the run was done. Archie Carras, the man who broke Vegas, was broke himself. And not for the last time. So where's Archie now? He's still around. Drifting through low-rent casinos, mostly in California. In later years, he got done for marking cards. Not the genius moves of old, just grubby stuff for a few $1,000s at a time. Some say that's sad. Some say he deserved better. Archie. He says he wouldn't change a thing. When you're afraid to lose, you can't win. That's what he says. Maybe he's right. Or maybe that's what every broke gambler mutters when they are selling their watch at the pawn shop. Here's the thing. Archie Carras reminds you, winning's not the hard part. Stopping is. The casinos, the pit bosses, the waitresses with the 1,000-yard stare, they're not your enemy. Your real enemy is that little voice that whispers, just one more spin. Just one more roll. Just one more hand. That voice took Archie from $50 to 40 million, then down to nothing. If you don't respect that voice, it'll do the same to you. Might not be 40 million, but you get the idea. So next time you're up 50 quid on the slots, don't think, I'm the next Archie Carras. Think, would Archie have stocked here? Spoiler, he wouldn't have. But you should. Take your little win. Buy yourself a pint. Call it your Archie moment. Walk out with your head high, and your wallet not looking like it just got mugged in an alley. If Archie taught us anything, it's this. The biggest jackpot you'll ever hit is knowing when to walk away. And that, my dears, is your casino spin for today. Archie Carras, gambler, hustler, cautionary tale, living legend. The man who showed Vegas how to lose money in style. If you enjoyed this neon romp through gambling folklore, hit that like button. It's cheaper than a spin, promise. Subscribe if you haven't already, or I'll come find you at your local slots and whisper Archie Carras in your ear every time you try to double down. And don't forget, tell me in the comments, what's your biggest win? What's your worst loss? And what's the lesson you still keep missing? I'm Samantha. Victoria will be back with another tale soon, but until then, remember this, you can't beat the house forever. But you can absolutely enjoy the ride. Be lucky, and I'll see you on the next spin.